All right, so everyone can see me and hear me. If you can just give me a thumbs up, then that will let me know that you are tuned in. Awesome, very good. Thank you so much for joining today. My name is Leanne Barber. I am the owner of Two Hearts Dance Yoga. Here to have our Sunday donation yoga today. I've been doing this for quite a few months now, which has been really awesome, and your participation is always so greatly appreciated. Every week we have a different charitable cause or individual or organization, small business that can use the donation. Today we are very delighted to have William Way Community Center as our featured benefit today, and this is our second time doing a benefit for William Gray. I really appreciate you all being here. We were able to raise close to $300 last time, which is awesome. It's probably the largest one that I've had personally with raising that amount of donation. So thank you so much for all of your participation even today. But I'd like to toss over to Sue, who has been so gracious in being part of this project and bringing us together and sharing the light for William Way. So Sue, I'm just going to go ahead and pin your screen so that everyone can see your lovely face. And if you can just tell us a little bit about William Way and all of the wonderful things that you're doing.
Great. And Leanne, thank you so much for the opportunity again. Lots of great things happening at William Way, and I do see some board members on today. Hi, Monica. Happy Sunday Fun Day. Al, happy Sunday Fun Day. Yeah, we have certainly COVID has affected us, and we're doing everything virtually because the center is closed. But we have some wonderful things that we've been doing. Our social media is very popular, so if you do not follow us on the gram or follow us on Facebook, please do. Also, our website, waygay.org, is getting a lot of hits, and we're using that for communication. And our big event coming up, Saturday, October 10th, our annual Indigo Ball. Typically, we get together and we have a black tie affair, and it's fabulous and wonderful, but we're doing it virtual this year. So there's going to be lots of entertainment. We're talking drag queens, we're talking breakout rooms and entertainment. So we're really looking forward to that. So please check us out on our website. Again, Indigo Ball, Saturday, October 10th. And then also during the week on Mondays and Thursdays, we have on Facebook and the Gram, we do Queering the Quarantine. And we have folks from all over the Philadelphia and Collier County areas who share their stories and talk about what they're involved with and their history. And we're really excited about that also. So please check us out. Again, waygay.org, and big thanks to Leanne for the opportunity to advance our outreach. So let's get our downward dog started, right?
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sue. Really appreciate you being here, and thank you for sharing all of the wonderful things that William Way continues to do, even on the virtual platform. So make sure you check them out. Make sure you continue to support the cause, and make sure you continue to get involved in the different events that are going on. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get us on into our yoga session. Just making sure I can see everyone. Awesome, very good. And what's always most important to me is that you take really good care of yourself during your session today. So making sure you're drinking water, staying hydrated, making sure you're tuning into your body. I am just the guide, really. Your body is your best teacher. So listening to yourself, if you have any injuries, just being mindful of doing anything that's going to cause pain. We're not here to do that. We're here to really just find peace and find comfort in our practice. So thank you so much for being here. And I'm glad we're able to share this energy together on this lovely Sunday morning, although I am in North Wildwood and it kind of looks like some clouds are coming in, so hopefully I don't get rained on, but that's all right. We're going to keep going through it. All right, so thank you so much. We're going to come on to our mats, so if you will come to a comfortable place on your mat and just allowing yourself to tune into wherever you are. So taking a nice comfortable seat, doesn't have to be cross-legged, it can be however you wish. But then placing one hand on the heart, the other on the belly, and allowing yourself to settle into your breath. So our breathing is the most essential, most important part of our practice. So always connecting your breath with your movement can be challenging at some times, even for myself as a regular yoga practitioner. So knowing not to hold your breath through your movement, but seeing how your breath can enlighten your movement. So taking nice deep breaths in through the nose, exhale, sigh it out through the mouth, really letting it go. Nice big inhales. Exhale, sigh it out. Nice big inhale once more. Bring it all in. Exhale, let it go. Good. So allowing yourself to kind of just tune in as we move into this kind of fall, crazy that we're moving into fall season here, but allowing the transitions in your life, whether it's the simple transition of the weather changing, whether it's the simple transition of maybe you're going back into school, maybe you're going back into your work office, whatever it is, whatever transitions that are presenting themselves to you, just allow them to be smooth and easy and with the least amount of effort as possible. We always kind of find these moments where transition seems to be a difficult place, but maybe just allowing that movement, that transition, to kind of allow yourself to take a more open perspective, a more positive note, and knowing that change is something that can be good. Yeah, so we've all experienced change over these last couple months. Seeing how we can allow change to just be a part of our lives as best as possible, and to allow ourselves to move easily through that change and through that transition. So I challenge you in your practice today to find the transition moments and really find ease in them. Allow yourself to move through them with as much comfort and peace as you can. And think of your transitions as a way of getting to your next destination, right? So not being hung up on anything, but just finding that natural progression into the next place that you're going. And I hope that you can find that transition to be easy and light and comforting off of the mat as well. So as we continue to move on into this, placing the hands down onto your mat, sitting up nice and tall, relax the shoulders down the back, really feeling yourself grow taller than you can grow. Sitting up nice and stacked through the spine. On the inhale, we'll put all of our weight into the left side. Rise the right arm up, look and let the gaze look up to the sky. Maybe you push into that supporting left hand, bending into the elbow. Inhale to come up nice and tall. Exhale to put the weight into the opposite hand. So really letting the gaze and the heart look up. Inhale to come back through. And then moving through nice and fluid. Yeah, so finding the groundedness in the sits bones, so nice and attached to the earth, knowing the earth is there, but then feeling that nice, light, graceful flow over top of everything. So seeing how you can make this feel nice and light and airy, kind of like you're floating gently in space here. And we start nice and slow so that we can really find our light, find our groundedness here. Then coming up nice and tall, we're going to take a clasp. So clasping the hands at the lower back, or you can grab opposite elbows, your choice. But you want to open the heart nice and big here. So hands come either to the lower back at a clasp, or you grab opposite elbows. And then open your heart nice and big. Let your gaze look up to the sky. Really operating from an open heart with all the things that we do, whether it's just finding new opportunities in life, whether it is meeting new people with an open heart, whether it's welcoming new things into our lives, but creating this open heart through whatever you do, physically and emotionally. Nice big inhale, exhale, let it go. Good. We're going to take our hands and place them to the top of our knees or the top of our thighs, wherever you're seated. And then just take a few circular motions, kind of connecting yourself with the earth here. Feeling your weight distribution through the sits bones. And then going the opposite way, nice big open circles. Knowing that the circles unite us and connect us. Nice and gentle, good. We're gonna take our feet and place them in front of us. So bring the feet right in front of you, bend the knees, and then bring the hands to just behind you, behind the hips. We're gonna gently take a few hip sways here. So we're gonna drop our knees to the left. So drop them nice and gentle. Inhale to come up. Exhale to drop the knees to the opposite direction. Nice and gentle for yourself. So you can take a couple of these on your very own pace. We're just dropping our knees, getting our hips ready for our movement. Nice, slow, juicy start on this Sunday morning. Thank you so much for tuning in. Awesome. We're gonna bring our legs out in front of us. So bring those feet right in front of you. Sit up nice and tall through your sits bones. We're gonna flex and point the feet so you can bring your hands down by your side again. We're just gonna flex and point those feet. Sorry you're seeing the bottom of my dirty feet. Hey, you're not living if your feet aren't dirty on the bottom, right? So flex and point those feet and then roll the ankles outward. Feeling that circular movement. In yoga, we call this Gulf Naman. So we're warming up our ankles, warming up our joints, and then take the opposite direction. This is gonna help for once we get to standing, you're gonna feel nice and stable through those ankles and through those feet. Very nice. And then we'll take our right knee, bring it in toward the chest, give yourself a squeeze. We're gonna place that foot down next to the knee and then just take a twist over to your right side. Knowing that our twists create clarity in the body and we're here to operate from a clear body, mind, source spirit here. Good. You can bring the feet back down in front of you, shake it out for a moment, and then grab that left knee, squeeze it into your chest, give yourself a squeeze, nice good morning hug for yourself, and then twist toward that left side, feeling the twist in the upper body, knowing that these twists are going to give us clarity as we start our practice. Good. Coming back down, shake it out, shake it out. Then we're going to bring the soles of the feet together. So bring the soles of your feet together, coming into a diamond or butterfly pose, whatever you want to call it. We'll bring our arms way up to the sky, let your gaze come up. Exhale to come into heart center. Inhale, nice and big, nice expansive breath. Exhale, coming into heart center. And once more, really creating this nice aura of positive energy in your home today. Coming back into heart center. I invite you to set your intention for your practice today. Now that can be something that has to do with our transition mantra that we discussed, or maybe it's something more personal. Maybe it's something that's going to carry you on into this season. Whatever it is, just set that intention for yourself right here, right now, in this present moment together. Then take a nice big inhale, exhale, let it all go. Nice. Let's bring our hands down beside us. We're going to swing our feet around. We're going to come onto tabletop position. Good. Just checking in to make sure everyone's all right. We're doing good. Awesome. All right. So we're going to come into tabletop position. We're going to place our hands down. Spread the fingertips nice and wide. Let's make sure the hips and the knees are in line. We're going to take a couple cat and cow. So on the inhale, let your gaze and your heart shine forward. Drop your belly down. Exhale, look into the belly button, round through the back, head drops down for cat. Inhale, gaze and heart shine forward. Exhale, round through the back. Good, then take maybe 2 more rounds of this on your very own pace. Kind of just opening up the heart, moving through the torso however you need to. Good, continue there. Oh, I see a little bit of sunshine coming out on my end here, which is awesome. We're going to send our right hand out for a handshake, straighten and flex into the left leg. So nice long line of energy, engage your core here, but continue to breathe. Toes in the back can either come off of your mat or stay on. Feel that energy through the fingertips and the heels. On the inhale, we're going to squeeze everything into the center, so knee and elbow come in. Exhale as you reach nice and long. Inhale to bring everything in. Exhale as you reach. And then coming back onto solid ground underneath you, nice and stable. Send that left arm out. handshake, and then straighten and flex into the right leg. Engage the core, continue to breathe. Maybe the toes come off on the back. On the inhale, we'll squeeze everything into the center. Exhale as you reach nice and long. Inhale, everything comes in. Exhale as you reach. Coming back onto solid ground underneath you, nice and stable. We're gonna put all of our weight into the right hand this time. Open up through the left shoulder and the left hip. That right knee stays on the ground if you like, and then send your left arm up to the sky for a half plank. Good, breathing here, nice and open through the heart. Exhale to come back down through the center. Both knees come down onto the ground. We're gonna put all of our weight into the left side, open up through the right shoulder, right hip, reach up to the sky, feel that breath. Good, exhale, coming on down into solid ground underneath you. Good. And then we're gently going to push ourselves into a plank. If going into a plank is too much, you can always keep your knees down and kind of shift your weight a little bit forward. Or if you are able to go to a full plank, really pushing through those heels, spread your fingertips nice and wide, shoulders are over the wrists, engage your core, breathe here. Now this is a really good place to find where your feet and your hands are so that you can push back into your downward dog. So you should be able to push back right there, pushing those hips back and finding where your feet and your hands are. Push through the fingertips so that you're not putting weight on the wrists, and breathe here for a moment. Nice deep breath. Find what works for you. That's what's always most important. Find what works for you. We're going to take a look at the hands in front of us and start to tiptoe our feet to meet our hands at the top of our mat for a forward fold. Good. So coming into your forward fold, bend your knees. Allow yourself to drape and hang here. Shake your head yes and no. Release as best as you can. And then we're going to start into our sun salutation. So sun salutation, we're going to start to roll up one vertebrae at a time up to standing. I'm just going to move back a little bit so you can see me. You're going to start to roll up on your very own time, your very own pace, rolling up, rolling up, rolling up. Head is the last thing, and then hands rise up above you, gaze looks up. Exhale to dive down to the earth. Inhale to come halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Good. We're going to take that one more time on your own pace, and I really want you to think about your breath. As you start to roll up, think of yourself as sprouting through the soil, rising up, let the arms reach up, look up. Exhale to dive down to the earth. Inhale to come halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to place our hands down on our mat. We're going to send our left leg back behind us. Now knee is over the ankle here. We're slowly going to rise our heart up to the sky, coming into our crescent lunge. Good. So really feel that back heel giving you energy. Knee is over the ankle in the front. Relax the shoulders, relax the face. Yeah, good. On the inhale, we're going to rise through the front knee. Exhale to bend. Inhale to rise. Exhale to bend. Good. Push the earth away from you. Grow taller, taller. Exhale to bend. Inhale to rise, nice and big. Exhale to bend. Good. We're going to stay with the bent knee here. Arms are going to come out to cactus, so like 90-degree angle. Then we're going to take some side sways. So going side to side, I'm just going to face you for a second. So you're just going to bend side to side. We're finding our core. We're establishing that nice core strength within you. It's there. Good. Breathing. Nice. On the inhale, we're going to rise our arms back up to the sky. Good. Then we're going to bring our hands to our hips here. We're going to pivot on the back ball of our foot. So bring that back heel down by pivoting on the back ball of your foot. You can step that foot a little bit to the outside so you can see what I'm doing. My heel is now down in the back rather than up. So this is exactly what I did. I brought that down in the back. Now my hips are square, facing forward. And then I'm going to place my hands on my head. Yeah, right on the crown of your head. Open your elbows nice and wide. Open your heart nice and wide. And then take just a little bit of a recline back. Oh, that always feels so good. So make sure you're bent in that front knee while you recline, like we're taking a nice, good glimpse of the sun. Good. Inhale to come back up. Arms rise up. Very good. On the inhale, we're going to rise through our front knee. Exhale to bend. Inhale as you rise. Exhale to bend. Inhale to rise. Exhale to bend. Good. This time we're going to keep that front knee bent. We're going to bring our hands to a clasp at the lower back. You can always grab opposite elbows if the clasp is too much. Just find what works for you and then open your heart. We're going to take a dip forward for humble warrior. Good. So think about grounding those feet. So really pushing the feet into the earth, but then staying nice and lifted and light in the heart. Good. So finding that beautiful marriage of those two things in your body. Breathe. Yeah, nice deep breaths here. On the inhale, we're gonna rise back up to our warrior one. Nice. Inhale to rise through that front knee. Exhale to bend. Inhale to rise. Exhale to bend. Very good. From here, we're gonna open up to warrior two. So we're gonna open our hips up to the side. My right knee is still in the front, nice and bent. My hips are opening up to the side and I'm looking up past my middle finger. Good. So find that nice strong warrior within you. It's there. You are nice and strong. Tell yourself that. You are a nice strong warrior. Looking out past the middle finger. Find your focus. Find your breath. Nice deep breath. Good. On the inhale, we're going to flip our front palm, reach all the way to the back of your room. Reverse warrior. So that front knee is still bent. We're reaching back behind us, looking up to the sky. Feel that nice, good breath. Stay there. Continue to breathe. Oh, yes, you're looking good. Very nice, everyone. Continue to breathe. That's the most important part of this. Everything else is the icing on top, yeah? On the inhale, rise back up to your warrior two arms. Nice, strong warrior. We're going to flip that back palm, reach to the front or the sky, extended side angle. Good. So I'm leaning onto my thigh with my forearm, but not too much. You really want to lift it through that body, side body. Gaze is up, breathing. Now this top arm can go to the front or up, your choice. So find what works for you. That's what this is all about, finding what works for you. On the inhale, we're rising back up to the warrior two. Nice strong warrior you are. We're gonna flip both palms this time. So both palms flip up to the sky. Rise to that front knee, let the arms come above you. Exhale to bend. Yeah, inhale, nice and big. Exhale to bend. Inhale, feel that energy all around you, rise it up. Exhale to bend. Inhale, gather up that space. Exhale to bend. One more time, just because it feels so good. Inhale, rise up. Exhale to bend. We're gonna flip our front palm, reach all the way to the back of the room. Exhale, we're gonna cartwheel our hands back down to frame our feet. And then we're gonna start to move through our vinyasa flow. So you can take this on your own pace, either stepping back to the plank or you can drop your knees, your choice. Exhale, you're gonna lower down to your mat. Inhale, coming up, nice and gentle, maybe to a baby cobra, wherever you want to go. And then pushing back to your downward facing dog. So know that those vinyasas can be whatever you choose to make them. You can skip them entirely and meet us in downward dog, or you can move through them at your own pace. Find what works for you. Good. Take a nice deep breath here. Nice deep breath. So gently, you're going to start to walk our feet to our hands at the top of our mat, coming into that forward fold. Bend your knees. Allow yourself to drape and hang here. On the inhale, you're going to start to roll up one vertebrae at a time up to standing. Sun salutation, rise those arms all the way up to the sky. Look up. Exhale to dive down. Inhale to come halfway up. Exhale, we're going to place those hands down. We're going to step our left foot back behind us. Yeah. I'm sorry, our right foot back behind us. So left foot should be in front. We're doing the opposite side now. So your left knee should be bent in the front. Your right leg should be back behind you. And when you're ready, rise through your heart all the way up to the sky. Find that stability. Engage your core. Find your breath. Relax your shoulders. Relax your face. Looking good, everyone. Good. So we're on our crescent lunge on the opposite side. Really finding that stability through the feet. On the inhale, we're going to rise through that front knee. Exhale to bend. Inhale as you rise, nice and tall. Exhale to bend. Inhale to rise. Exhale to bend. We're going to take our arms out beside us. This time the arms aren't bent. They're all the way straight to a T. And then take your side bends. Beautiful. So find that balance within. Engage your core. It's there. Even if you wobble, just finding your core. On the inhale, rising up. Good. We're gonna bring our hands back down to our hips. I'm just gonna face you for a second. We're gonna spin on the back wall of that foot. So that back heel is gonna come down, spinning on the back wall of that foot to bring the heel down. Now you can step that foot out to the side a little bit to create your square hips. Hips are facing front, knees still aligned over the ankle in the front, and then arms rise up for warrior one. Relax your shoulders, relax your face. Feel nice and light at the top, just like we started. Nice light airiness on the top, nice and grounded on the bottom. Good. On the inhale, we rise to that front knee, rise up. Exhale to bend. Inhale as you rise. Exhale to bend. Keep going. Nice big inhales as you rise. Just checking in on everyone. Looking good. Yes, rising nice and tall. Inhale as you rise through that front knee. Exhale to bend. Yes, beautiful. Good. On the inhale, rising up. Exhale, we'll bend through that front knee. Bring the hands to a clasp or grabbing opposite elbows and choice. Open the heart nice and big. Exhale into your humble warrior. Good. So remember creating that nice long line through the crown of the head and all the way through the back heel. Sounds like there's some locusts around here making noise. They want to be a part of our session. Breathing nice and light through the chest, nice and grounded through the feet. Inhale, we rise our arms all the way up. On the inhale, we're going to rise through that front knee. Exhale to bend. Inhale as you rise, growing tall. Exhale to bend. Now inhale to open up the warrior two. So opening up those hips and then bend through that front knee. I'm just going to turn around so that you can see me. So I'm on, my left knee is bent still in the front. And I'm nice open hips to the side. I'm looking out past my middle finger. So let your arms be an extension of your energy. So let them come out nice and long. Look out past your middle finger. Breathe. Nice strong warrior that you are. Flip the front palm, reach all the way to the back of your room. Reverse warrior. Good. So keep that left knee still bent in the front as you lift up. Beautiful. Keep going. Breathing nice and deeply. Looking good, everyone. Good, good, good. Good. On the inhale, we're going to rise back up to our warrior two. Look out past that middle finger, nice strong warrior that you are. Continue to breathe. Are you breathing? If you're not, take a nice deep breath and remember to maintain that breath like we talked about at the beginning of our session. Letting your breath be a huge part of your movement. With that back palm, reach to the front or the sky, extended side angle. So I'm resting my forearm on my thigh if you wish. But just make sure you're lifting through that side body, so not putting all of your weight on it, yeah? Arm either goes to the front or the sky, your choice. Breathe. Stay open through the heart here. Good. Inhale as we rise back up to warrior two. Got some sunlight coming in here. Beautiful. Find that nice strong warrior within you, radiating like sun rays. Find that energy. Good. We're going to put both palms on the inhale. We're going to rise our arms up, straighten through the front knee. Release comes up. Exhale to bend. Inhale, rising up, up, up. Exhale to bend. Good. So really gathering all of your energy around you as you rise up. Exhale to bend. Inhale, feeling all of that strength. Exhale to bend. One more. Nice big breath. Gaze comes up. Exhale to bend. Very nice. We're going to flip that front palm, reach all the way to the back of your room. Exhale to cartwheel the hands down to your mat. So framing the foot. Option to bring the knees down, or you can come from a plank. Take your vinyasa on your pace. Remember, you can always skip it entirely and meet us in downward dog. Take your time here. Take a nice big cleansing breath. Breathe nice and deep through the lungs. Exhale, let it go. Good. We're going to bend our knees, gently coming down into child's pose. So let the knees come down. Big toes touch at the back of your mat. Allow yourself to rest here. Good. So lowering down to your child's pose. You can bring the arms out to the diagonal if that helps. Or you can bring the arms back behind you. Take a moment to rest. Breathe. Connecting with the earth, connecting with your breath, connecting with your inner self. And then thinking of those transitions being nice and smooth, we're going to start to transition our way into a forward fold. So let your transition be whatever you need it to be. Starting to move through that transition. Starting to make your way to your forward fold. Let your transition be exactly what you need it to be. And once you find your way in your forward fold, you want your feet to be about shoulder width apart, yeah? You can bend your knees as much as you need to. Whoops, I'm just gonna bring this back a little bit. You can bend your knees as much as you need to. And then we're gonna take our peace fingers, wrap them around the big toes. Elbows go to the sides of your room, allow your head and neck to release. Good. Option to send your gaze and your heart forward. Exhale, forward fold. Once more, option to send your gaze and your heart forward. Forward fold. Good. We're gently going to heel toe our feet together so the big toes are touching slightly. So bring those feet slightly together. You can keep the knees bent. And then when you're ready, we're going to start to rise our hearts up nice and slowly to chair pose. Good. So your chair pose is not about bending the knees very deep. We don't need to do that. We don't need to get low. It's more about the stability. So spread your toes. And then bring your knees slightly behind your toes. Engage your core. Open your heart. Find what works for you in this chair pose, yeah? Find the stability, breathe. Take a nice deep breath. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. Nice. Keep on going. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. Good. On the inhale, we're gonna sit back into our chair pose, second time around. We're gonna bring our hands to heart center. We're gonna lengthen our spine forward. Take a twist over your left shoulder. So you can twist from the top here. You just really wanna find stability in the lower part. So really finding stability in your feet, engage your core, and then you can twist from the top or you can twist a little deeper by bringing your elbow toward your opposite knee. I'm just gonna twist from the top today, so find what works for you. Take a nice deep breath here. We're gonna unravel, exhale, forward fold, let it go. You can sway it out if you need to. On the inhale, taking our chair pose once more. Maybe you find this one to be more stable than the last one. Maybe not, that's okay too. Hands come to heart center. Lengthen the spine forward, take your twist to the right side this time. So either twisting from the top or twisting a little deeper by bending at the waist, your choice. Find what works for you. Breathe. Good. Take in nice deep breaths here. So unravel back to the front, exhale forward. Fold, let it go. All right, now option to rest or option to take your last and final chair pose. If you do take this last and final chair pose, maybe you smile at the top because you're happy it's the last one. Finding what works for you. Nice and stable, hands come to heart center. We'll spread our toes nice and wide and then we'll rock onto the balls of the feet, so letting the heels come off slightly. Exhale, dropping those heels down. Inhale, heels come off slightly. Exhale, dropping those heels down. Inhale once more. And exhale, very nice. We're gonna start to bring ourselves all the way down to our mat. And we're gonna start to come into yogi squat. So we're gonna bring our heels nice and wide. Maybe you rock side to side like I am to kind of open up the hips. Find what works for you. If you are able to find some stability and the heels are down, then go ahead and take a moment here. Now you want those heels to be down as much as possible, so that might mean bringing your stance nice and wide in order to do that, yeah? So it's better to have a wider stance with the heels down than to have the heels up and be unstable, yeah? Find your breath here, nice deep breath. Exhale, bring the hands down in front of you. We're gonna lengthen through those backs of the legs. So coming into a nice wide forward fold. You can continue to go a little bit wider if you choose. And then you can bend the knees if you want. We're just gonna take a moment to sway the upper body so that we're really releasing and letting go here. Sway it out. Yeah, nice easy sway. Good. Then we're slowly gonna walk our hands over to the right ankle. So really pressing all four corners of your feet into the earth. If you're leaning back into your heels, you really want to find equal standing weight. So finding all four corners of the feet taking weight. Maybe you send that right arm up to the sky. So twisting away from your body. Exhale to come down through the center, walking the hands over to the left side this time. So you can always straighten through the knees or you can bend through the knees, whatever feels best for you here. And then sending that left arm up to the sky for a twist. Breathing nice and deeply. Looking good, everyone. Keep up that good energy. Exhale to come down through the center. We're going to place our hands down. We're going to slightly turn our feet out to the side. So feet should go out to the diagonal. You can bend your knees. Feet go out to the diagonal. We're going to slowly start to roll up through our spine. Nice and slow. So you're coming up into goddess or horse, however you want to imagine it. But our knees are in line with our ankles and our toes are slightly turned out. And then we're going to stack our spine. So if your pelvis is out in the back, you really want to bring it underneath you. So if you notice, if you're like this, you just want to bring it underneath you. You want a nice stacked spine so that you're nice and straight, nice and engaged, engage the core. Then our arms are going to open up to cactus. Take a moment to settle in here. And then if it feels good for you, we're going to open up our heart, let our gaze come up just a little bit. And then exhale, we're going to bring chin into the chest and bring the arms in front of us. So the pelvis is not moving at all here. It's really just the upper body. So upper body opens, heart opens. Exhale, round through the back, chin to chest. Pelvis stays where it is. Good. So open and close at your own pace. Find what works for you here. Good. So thinking of that nice gracefulness at the top, kind of like a tree has its roots into the ground, but then it's able to be nice and easy breezy at the top with its branches. So you're kind of creating that through your body here. So really want to find that grace. Maybe one more. Good. And then coming back down, bringing the hands back down to the earth. We're going to heel toe our feet together. So you can keep your knees bent as the feet come together. Then we're going to slowly roll up through the spine, one vertebrae at a time, rising all the way up. Arms rise up, gaze comes up. Exhale, coming into heart center. All right, so we're going to move on into our balancing series. So if you are in need of like a back of a chair or a wall or something like that to find a little more balance, that is completely acceptable. But I think you can also count on yourself to find that balance within your body too. So don't sell yourself short. But if you do need a little something just as a like a little dependent thing here, that's okay too. All right. So we're gonna start with tree pose. It only feels right because I have all these trees behind me watching me this morning. So we're gonna put all of our weight into the left foot. Really spread those toes nice and wide. And then we're going to take a kickstand. So maybe you take that right foot just to the inside of your ankle. Maybe you rise it up a little bit more on the calf, just not on the knee. If you want, you can go for it and bring it above the knee. Just anywhere that's not on the knee is fine. And then let your arms take an expression of choice. So maybe they come to heart center, maybe they come out. Find what works for you, breathe here. So we're nice and stable through that foot, spreading the toes, connecting with the earth. And then we're nice and relaxed at the top, breathing, finding our balance. Nice deep breath. Exhale, step down. Sway it out, let it go. Yeah. Thank you, Tom, for coming out today. It was looking kind of scary over here for a moment. All right. Other side. So we're opening our toes nice and wide, all 5 toes on that right side opening up and then placing them back onto the earth. And then we're taking our kickstand. So either here or maybe up a little bit higher, your choice, just not on the knee. Just find what works for you. Then let your arms take another expression of choice. So maybe they come up, whatever you're feeling today, just allow them to be. Of course, you're breathing nice and deeply. You're finding that stability in your breath, rooting down and rising up at the same time. Can you find that in your body? Nice deep breaths. When you're ready, step down, sway it out, let it go. Very nice. We're going to take one more balancing pose. Of course, you're welcome to take another tree pose if you like, your choice. Or maybe you decide to go for a kind of a opposition pose here. So we're gonna put all of our weight into our left leg. We're gonna grab to the front of the right knee. You wanna flex this foot as best as you can. Maybe you stay here and that's fine. Or maybe you bring that knee out to the side. Find your breath here. We're gonna make our way back to the center. Maybe you stay here and that's fine too. And then maybe you take a twist over the right shoulder. So twisting toward your knee this time. We're taking an opposition twist. Woo! Coming back through the center. Give yourself a squeeze. Hug it out. Exhale, step down. Straight up. Let it go. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, opposite side. So make sure you're breathing through this. If you feel winded, it's probably because you were holding your breath. It's a very natural thing, but find your breath in your balance, yeah? So right leg, spread those toes. We're gonna grab to the front of the left knee this time. And this is more than okay, so maybe you stay here. This is more than enough. Or maybe you open your left knee up to the side. Maybe you take a look at those fingertips on the right. Maybe. Good, breathing. Seeing how you can find your breath and your balance. Coming back through the center. Maybe you stay here or step down. And then maybe you take that twist over to the left side. So twisting toward your knee. Woo. There we go. It's okay to wobble. Find your balance, find your breath. On the inhale, coming back through the center. Exhale, step down, sway it out. Woo-hoo, very nice. On the inhale, we're gonna rise our arms all the way up to the sky. Let it go, arms reach up. Exhale, dive down to the earth. Inhale to come halfway up. Exhale, we're gonna start to make our way back down onto our mat. Good, so making your way back down, I'm just gonna check in with everyone to see how you're doing. Hello, good, how's it going? We're okay, thumbs up, give me thumbs up if we're good. Awesome, good, that's what I like to see. All right, so we're gonna come on down to our mats again. And we're gonna come to a couple of hip openers here, yeah? So I'm gonna give you options like I always do because everyone's hips are different, yeah? So your hips open differently than someone else's. You wanna find what works for you. So we're gonna take 3 options. First option is lizard lunge. You'll step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Knee is down, ankle is down as well. And the hands are to the inside of that right foot. Maybe this feels good for you. Knee is over the ankle. That's option 1. Option 2 is pigeon. You're going to draw your knee in between your hands. You'll kind of wiggle around, make sure your hips are square. And then maybe you decide to come on down. Your choice. That's option 2. Option 3, you can come onto your back, take a figure 4. Right ankle comes to the left top of the thigh. And then you can always pull it in. Yeah, so I'll let you choose whichever one you want to go with. They're all going to equally open your hips and you just want to find what works for you. Of course, you're breathing through all of that. So we're going to take about 7 breaths in each, or in whatever pose you decide to take. So I'm going to take a lizard lunge. Your option to take lizard lunge or pigeon or come onto your back for a figure 4. Wherever you are, just commit to it and breathe. That's all it's about. Committing to wherever you are and breathing through it. Can you find the places where you can release even more? So if you're finding that you're holding on to something, send your breath to that place and release. Nice deep breaths here. Maybe 2 more breaths. Nice deep breaths wherever you are. And then we're going to slowly start to make our way out of that. So maybe just finding a counter pose for yourself. Maybe coming into child's pose. Maybe just taking a moment to shift into whatever feels best for you before we go on into the other side. So this is where you can find those transitions that work for you. And then we're going to start to transition onto the other side. So left leg, Option to take your lizard lunge, option to take your pigeon, or option to take your figure four, wherever you are. Just commit to it. I'm actually going to take a figure four on this side. So you don't have to do the same thing you did on this side, on that side. Find what works for you. Nice deep breath. Good, nice deep breaths. Maybe 2 more breaths. Good, very nice. Start to make your natural transition, whatever that is. We're gonna start to make our way onto a plank or onto a tabletop, your choice. So either way, you have your shoulders over your wrists. The knees can either be down or you can bring them up for a plank, your choice. We're gonna take a nice deep breath at the top and then lower all the way down to your mat, coming nice and flat. Good. We're gonna bring our hands down by our hips and then turn your palms to face the earth. We're gonna take locust pose 2 times. So on your inhale, you're gonna slowly start to rise your heart off of your mat. Find what works for you. No need to strain or force anything here. If you're finding any lower back issues, then just feel free to take a rest. So you wanna rise your heart wherever you are, wherever's comfortable. Maybe the toes come off. And then let the back of the neck be nice and long. Continue to breathe here. So we're not holding our breath, we're breathing through it. Exhale, come on down to your mat. Turn your cheek for a rest. Good. Getting ready for the other side. For one more time. On the inhale, we'll start to rise our hearts off of our mat. Maybe the toes come off. Finding your breath. Nice and long through the back of the neck. Nice deep breath. Good. Exhale, come on down, let it go. Very nice. And then we'll windshield wiper the legs behind us. So bending through the knees and then let the heels kind of sway side to side. Now with the most nourishing and kind energy that you have, we're going to start to make our way onto our backs. So starting to let this transition be however you need it to be. Make it easy for yourself, like you're moving through water. Good. So we're going to come onto our backs, nice and gentle. Good. Coming onto your back, coming onto your back. Good, good. So once you do come onto your back, you want to place your feet into the earth. So send your feet into the earth, knees go up to the sky, hands come down onto the earth as well, so the palms are into the earth. We're gonna scoot our heels back towards our sits bones just a little bit. And then we're gonna start to take bridge 2 times. So we're slowly gonna rise our hips off of our mat, rising up all the way. So rising to what works for you, continuing to breathe there. Good, very nice. So rising those hips and continuing to breathe there. Make sure your knees are parallel while you're doing this and really placing those feet into the earth. Good. On the exhale, we're going to start to lower all the way back down. So 1 vertebrae at a time, coming all the way back down to your mat and bringing that lower back down onto the earth. Take a moment here. We're going to take this one more time, and option to take any variation. So maybe you clasp the hands at the lower back, maybe you push to the balls of your feet, whatever feels good for you, but gently rising your hips off, 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 finding your breath, taking whatever variation feels natural for you. Remember, no need to strain or force anything, just finding what's most comfortable, finding peace in your pose. Breathe. Good. Take a nice big inhale at the top. Exhale, we'll start to lower all the way back down to your mat. Nice and gentle. Nice. We're going to go on into our twisting here. So we're going to squeeze our right knee in toward our chest. We're going to send our left heel down to the bottom of our mat. So that left leg is nice and straight, right leg is in toward the chest. Option to stay here, or you can send your right knee across your center line to the left side. So right knee will go across the center line to, and I'm actually gonna face this way so you can see what I'm doing. So my right knee is going across my center line to the left side for my twist, yeah? Good. So while you're here, maybe you look over your right shoulder to increase that twist a little bit more. And then taking nice deep breaths in your twist wherever you are. We know that these twists create clarity in our mind, body, and spirit, so allowing yourself to kind of wring yourself out from your practice. Always good to do at the very end of our practice. Breathing. On the inhale, we're going to start to come back through the center, so we're going to bring our knee back in toward our chest. Then we'll bring both knees in toward the chest, maybe rock side to side. We'll keep our left knee squeezed into our chest. Send the right leg down to the bottom of your mat. So right foot comes down. Left knee is going to go across the center line to the right side for your twist. Yep. So left knee comes across to the right side. And then we're going to drop our left shoulder down into the earth. Maybe your gaze looks over your left shoulder. Breathe. Nice deep breaths. Can you let go of whatever it is that you're holding on to? Mind, body, or spirit? On the inhale, we're going to bring ourselves back through. So bringing that knee back up and then bring both knees back into the chest. Oh. So both knees coming in, give yourself a squeeze, going side to side. Then we're going to bring our soles of our feet up to the sky, kind of like we're walking on our ceiling. You can grab behind the thighs, or you can place your hands underneath your lower back, your choice. Find what works here. We're allowing the energy to flow down into our hearts, breathing nice and deeply. Good. Then you can bring the feet back down, squeeze the knees into the chest. Take any last bits of movement that you need for your body. So maybe it's stretching through the backs of the legs, finding whatever last bits of stretches that you need. Maybe it's moving around, rocking and rolling around, whatever it is. Then we're going to squeeze our knees when you're ready. We're going to squeeze our knees back into our chest. We're going to bring our chin into our chest. Little ball of energy that you are. Move your face around, a little bit of face yoga. No one's watching you. And then take a nice big inhale. Give yourself a warm embrace, hold it. Exhale, come all the way down to your Shavasana. So let your legs come down to the bottom of your mat. Let your arms come out beside you. Allow yourself to lie there nice and flat on your mat. Let the arms come out, let the feet come all the way to the bottom of your mat. And allow yourself to reap the benefits of your practice. That is why we take our Shavasana, our final resting pose, where we lie on our mat and just take a moment to rest. It is one of the most important parts of your practice because you're literally soaking in all of the goodness that you just spent all of this effort and time and energy into, and now you're taking that moment to bring it all into fruition and all into the body so it can soak into your muscles and your spirit and all of the good things that come from your practice. So taking that moment to lie nice and flat, and then take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Once more, nice deep breath in. If there's anything else you're holding on to, exhale, send it all the way down into the earth. Let it go. Rest. Relax. relaxed. Come back. Gently allow yourself to come back into your body, wiggling your toes and your fingertips. Allow your breath to deepen. Take a nice big stretch overhead, coming back into yourself, coming back into your room. And then gently coming onto your favorite side. Let this transition serve you however you need. Coming onto your favorite side, give yourself a hug. Give yourself gratitude for just showing up today. Sometimes that's the hardest part. Give yourself all of that gratitude for honoring your wellness and for sharing your energy with all of us today. Then allowing that gratitude to go out into the world as you continue on your journey. Gently starting to find your way to a seated position so that we can close our practice together. Slowly coming back up to seated. We'll let the arms come out, rise up, up. Exhale, coming back into heart center. Inhale, nice and big, arms rise up. Exhale into heart center, and once more, nice big inhale. Exhale, coming into heart center. Allow love and gratitude to carry you wherever you go. Draw the thumbs to the third eye, continuing to progress each and every day. Shanti, 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 peace, peace, peace. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you all so much for being here today, for sharing your energy, for sharing your practice, and for all of your participation and donations and energy for our William Way LGBTQ community. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Sue, for being here today. Remembering to continue to spread the light and visit waygay.org in order to continue with participation. Sue, is there any last bit of information that you'd like to share with the group?
Yeah, just again, we hope to see everyone Saturday night, October 10th at the Indigo Ball. We promise it will be a wonderful, fun-filled evening, and can't wait to see everyone. So hope to see you there.
Awesome. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Thank you all for all of your donations, for your energy, and just for being here today. Remember to check out twoheartsdanceandyoga.com/classes. We've got a bunch of new classes coming up in October, but also some new classes that we added in September. So if you like what you felt today, make sure to join us throughout the week as we do offer other yoga classes. But we look forward to seeing you again for a donation yoga. And thank you so much, William Way, for being here today. And we really just appreciate all your participation. Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you all so much.
Thank you for all you do.
Thank you, Leanne.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Take care.
Take
Thanks
care.
for joining. Awesome. Bye-bye.